Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match fallout show on the internet. We're coming up for the back of the West Brom game. It was West Brom 1, West Ham 1. A disappointing performance. I thought after a good first half, I think it was a disappointing performance. Graham, let's start with you today. We never start with you.
Okay then, yeah.
What did you think of that, mate? What do you want to go straight to the end?
Yeah, we'll just jump.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I thought first half.
Double barrel.
No, I thought first half. No, I thought first half.
Right, Scott. Come on, let's start with
See him go.
I'll say half time. I don't think they could have complained if we'd gone in 3-0 up. You know, Miles made a few good saves. We missed. I mean, the Kyoto header.
Yeah, well, you jump ahead of yourself. That's why I don't start with you. That's why they just jump forward. Then West Brom drew and then we went outside the fan cams. The end.
Chips.
Let's talk about the starting lineup. Yeah, starting
on.
lineup. Right, let's start with the starting lineup. Bonner in for Tompkins, right decision?
Yeah, after last week, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I thought he.
Even though it wasn't Tompkins that got turned. For the goal.
We know.
No.
We found out since.
Apologies.
Yeah.
We do apologise
to a couple of.
Well,
apologies to a few of our viewers that did pick up that it wasn't Tompkins that got spun like a bastard last week against Tottenham. It was Jenkinson. So he was right to come in. Bonner, was he?
yeah.
Who else was the change? Obiang.
Yeah, Obiang was a straight swap for Noble, wasn't it?
What do you think about Obiang's performance?
Yeah, I thought he played really well.
Yeah.
I don't think he done anything that wrong.
I think he gave the ball away a lot. A lot.
He won. He made his tackles. He won the ball. He did give the ball away, but he ain't played.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. If he had played,
He wasn't. Let's be honest. He wasn't the only one guilty of doing that today.
No, exactly.
But I thought we looked a lot more solid. And he was breaking the play.
Yeah, and obviously Zarate.
Yeah.
Zarate for comfort. Zarate had a marvellous game. He drifted out towards the end.
Yeah. He ran out of steam, didn't
Do you see? I said this to Graham up there. Do you see what I meant a couple of weeks ago when he's better starting? Because he's more of a team player. When he comes on as a sub, he feels he has to. He's a bit greedy still. I felt a couple of times today he was a bit greedy.
You saying that there was a time in the first half when he cut inside and he actually passed it, and we were saying the other week, like you said, when he comes on, he's looking to score.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's trying to sort of get himself back in the team.
Yeah, he feels if he scores, he plays, so he's going to try to score.
Do you know what? Sometimes this season, I think he's been sort of like dropped for
Scapegoat.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, every time we sort of seem to perform bad, it all seems to rest on his shoulders.
He is a little bit hot and cold.
Yeah, he can be. Yeah, but he's scoring the goals this season.
The thing is, though, how would you feel like if you was getting dropped? Like every time you play, you'd be trying so hard to impress to nail down a regular starting spot. Yeah. So I think that's the trouble.
I think him and Lanzini look good together today.
Yeah, they were very.
Yeah, I think they link up very well.
He started working back a lot more as well, Zarate. Which is good. His work rate's improved.
He put in a couple of lovely tackles today. I thought a couple of wonderful tackles. Yeah. Let's go into the game. Obviously, we started very lively start from West Ham. I think we was on top. You know, in control. I could see the goal coming. I didn't think it was going to come like that. Let's talk about the first goal. Mauro Zarate. What a hit! Top corner. You couldn't have. We was lining it out right. We were sitting there. We was arguing. I was going Cresswell. We can bend it round that way. I was going, no, Zarate. And we see Myhill. Myhill's positioning at times, although he done very well later on in the game, at times wasn't very good for sort of set pieces and things like that. And there's a couple of times when we could have slotted it past him. But I said to him, if someone you said, didn't you? If someone gets it up and over the wall, it's in. Right? So he steps up, and I looked at it. I went, "Oh, that's a big wall, though, isn't it?" And bang, Zarate's curled it right into the top corner. I was like,
he couldn't have got it any more in that top corner. No, it's a great free kick. We've got some good free kick takers at West Ham now.
Exactly what I was just going to say. You think you got him, Cresswell, Payet, Lanzini can probably hit one.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to have. You go back last season or the season before,
we used to flick it over the wall for Nolan to turn and hit it. And 9 times out of 10 he didn't even hit it.
Well, I can't remember the last time when we've had sort of good free kick takers. Like in the past,
he weren't a bad free kick.
he was all right. We see him in a reserve game once. Me and him went to a reserve game when he first signed, and he hit 2, didn't he? 2 in that game.
Birmingham, wasn't it?
But he never really done it after that. He never really scored any free kicks. I don't know whether we got up the pitch enough to get some fouls in that season. You know what I mean? But it's nice to see that we've got options like as you say, season past we've been flicking it over the wall to Nolan, which worked once or twice, and then people just went, hold on a minute, they're going to flick it over the wall to Nolan. You know what I mean?
It just got repetitive.
So you got that sort of like mixture between height that we can get the ball into the box or shoot, and it sort of like gives the goalkeeper something to think about. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Yeah. So we scored, looked totally in control. After that, we just pounded at the door.
Mail pulled off three decent saves.
Yeah, at least three.
And we every time we went forward, we looked like we was going to score. And that for me, that's something we haven't seen for a long time.
Lanzini was very lively, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he's trying to make things happen. He's got his ball control is so close to his feet as well.
He's quite.
Simon's a right.
He reminds me. Listen, I'm not comparing the two, but he reminds me of Messi. You know how Messi keeps it so close to his feet?
Yeah.
That's what Lanzini reminds me of.
I said to him though, what is that kid doing in Saudi Arabia, playing his football in Saudi Arabia? What is he doing there? Someone like him, how's he gone under so many radars? And you know what I mean? The kid could do it in the Premier League. At the minute, he's our best player. What is he doing playing in Saudi Arabia? Money? Fame? Women?
The money's pretty good out there.
I'll play out there for that.
I mean, it's not. You
I'll play out there for a $5 KFC every week.
Don't mention KFC.
No, you've got to look at it. You've got work permit problems over here. You probably don't have that in Saudi Arabia. He's only young, so they may have picked him up on the cheap as a youngster.
Definitely got to sign him up though. I don't care.
Of course,
Got to sign him, because if not, a big team will sign him.
Liverpool are sniffing, aren't they?
I said a big team will sign him.
I'll give Liverpool their due. They're doing very well at the minute.
Still below us.
Yeah, just about.
We did give their right back a bit of a torrid time in the first half, didn't they?
That's in there, yeah. Manzarati, yeah. But as the game wore on, we just didn't get that second goal. We was talking about half time whistle come. I thought we was going to go on from that and sort of like score.
Big miss from Chekiote.
Massive miss.
But that's 2-0. That's game over.
To get up to
I don't know if he shut his eyes or whatever, but that should have been a goal all day long. If that was Andy Carroll, that would have been in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Because Ryan said to me as half time, when he went, God, do you know what he said? I wish it was 2-0. So I'm not happy with 1-0.
Yeah.
And then
you can't be happy with a 1-0 against a Tony Pulis side, because they're gonna just bombard you with long balls.
But it's not even that. It's just the fact that that the longer it stays 1-0, they're going to get a bit of luck and score.
Do you know what it felt like today? I felt like our other fans felt playing us. A team that wanted to play, and a team that wants to lump balls, and that was like a Big Sam team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? It was like we wanted to play football. We wanted to get it on the floor, take people on,
and they wanted to slow
and they just wanted to lump it up. Johnny Evans, Fletcher, all them.
The ref was helping them slow the game down, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, it's a bit of a ball.
The thing is, they didn't even have a shot first half.
No, I can't remember having a shot.
And that's a disappointment.
Definitely a snatch and grab job today, wasn't it, by them?
Massively. Yeah, don't get me wrong, we've done it in the past. We've gone there to teams like that.
Oh yeah, and we're probably going to do it this season.
Yeah,
we've
already done it.
We've done it at City as well.
But it's a point, and on record of how we've played them, it's not a bad point, as we said with Pulis sides, our record against West Brom at home, but I just feel like we've dropped.
It's stopped the losing streak.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a little talk about Bilic's tactics again today. It goes in again with the same sort of shape that we've played every game this season.
Yeah.
Is the honeymoon period starting to deteriorate for him? People starting to get frustrated?
Yeah,
it's frustrating me a little bit.
I said this in the fan cams as well. I think that honeymoon period with Bilic is coming to an end now, and now he's got to start grinding out results.
Yeah.
You know, it's not turning up at the Arsenals and winning. It's not like that no more.
No.
these teams at home, West Brom's, we should be beating them.
That's it.
Leicester and Bournemouth were early in the season, you can excuse them, but now, this far into the season, West Brom at home, we should be beating them.
The only team who we've turned over that you say at the start of the season you said we should have turned it over is Newcastle.
Yeah.
You know, that take out the Chelsea win. You know, that's the only team we've beaten at home. You know, the Chelsea win's massive, but Newcastle are poor.
The Chelsea win's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, like,
like you said, West Brom, it's a banker. But I think with the 11...
I don't think you can say any game.
No, it's not a banker, but it's a team. You're expecting to turn up here today and think, we're going to get 3 points. I know what you mean.
I do. You know, but I think what you're saying with the...
Have we not just been found out?
No.
It's not that. I mean, everyone's banging on about they beat Arsenal next week. Last weekend. But the thing is, now they beat Arsenal. Arsenal had like 70-80% of the... They lost 2-1 and West Brom only had one shot on target.
Yeah.
Deflection,
Probably the same as today.
That was fucking, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, it's not. I don't think we've been found out, because if we'd been found out, we wouldn't be getting anywhere near the amount of chances we create.
I think it's still trying to adjust without Dimitri Payet. He's a massive loss. It's like if Barcelona lose Messi, they've got Neymar, Suarez. They've still got superstars in there.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't got that. No. We've got Payet, and then we've got the next level down. But we haven't got superstars in the team.
No, but when you look at that first half, right? We weren't found out in that first half, right? We have said how many times the way we set up, we can't play with Carroll, and that proved that today. That first half, Sacco up top, running them ragged. Lanzini, Zarate, and Moses. All right, Moses had a quiet game, but
he had a poor game, to be honest. He had a very poor game.
You know, but
give the ball away so much. He was willing. He was a willing runner. Don't get me wrong. He was a willing runner.
But that formation with them type of players works. It's when you then bring in Carroll, it doesn't work. He ain't got the energy. He ain't got the pace to play that.
I think Carroll would have been better off starting today against West Brom with their back four.
I don't know. There was times when I saw Sacco, and I told him that there was a passage of play in the first half when they were sort of knocking the ball around the defence, and he was just bombing at them, Sacco, and really putting him under pressure. I think they ended up putting it out for a throw or something like that. And I said to him, "You don't get that with Carroll. No. You know, and that's what they like to do. That's why it was important, I thought, to start Sacco today, because they like to get the ball from the back and play it out. They don't like to play it out. They like to lump it up, but they like to play it along the back to slow the game down, slow the pace of the game down."
But when you look at their back four are all big lumps.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking to myself, why start Carroll and Sacco together at Tottenham and not today?
The thing is, if he had started Carroll and Sacco, they would have had to start up top as a front two.
We're at home, Scott.
Yeah, not the way we did against Tottenham.
To be fair to him, the second half he did go to a front two at one point.
Yeah,
it was sort of like people drifting in and out, but at times we was playing a front two. It seemed to be working very well until Sacco. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I don't know. Me personally, I think people know these tactics now, and they know what they're going to get from West Ham. And it was an element of surprise at the beginning. You know, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. You know, we took the big boys by surprise. But I just want to see something. I want to see something different. You know what I mean? Like I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with it, to be honest with you. Like,
it's frustrating,
banging on the door. You know, let's be honest, yeah. And people are going to be a bit upset about me saying this. Sam could have done the same thing. You know what I mean? Although we're playing better football, he was exactly the same. He stuck to a tactic, and that was it. You know what I mean? There was no plan B, and that was one of the fans' biggest criticisms of him, is that he didn't have a plan B.
I think the only thing with the difference with Sam is that we wouldn't have half these signings if Sam.
No, but you say that though.
He would never have signed them.
You say that though. But we had Alex Song then. You know what I mean? Who would have thought that under a Sam Allardyce side? We had, Cresswell coming under Sam, you know, he must have chose him. You know, he must have been the one to sign him.
But Criswell is a Sam Allardyce player, because you've got your big lumps at the centre half who are going to pump it long, and then when you've got your big lumps...
Listen, I'm not banging on the Allardyce door. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I looked at the stats this morning as well between this season and last
There's
season.
not a big difference.
There's no difference. We played exactly the same amount of games. We won exactly the same amount before today. This was won exactly the same amount. We was on the same points, drew the same amount, lost the same amount. We'd scored 4 more goals. Or 5 more goals, but conceded another 5 on top of that.
But you're talking about this time last year. We had Saka and Valencia both on
Also
firing. You know what I mean?
That with Saka and Valencia playing up top together, that wasn't a Sam choice. That was his hand was false because Carroll was injured. Because we saw that as soon as Carroll come back,
he
we
lumped
played
him
one
back
up top.
in. Yeah.
So that's the thing. You've got to look at if Carroll was fit from the start of the season last season, we would have been playing one up top, and we wouldn't have been in the position we were in.
Things are, I mean, we're still creating a lot of chances at the minute. Like you say, we've been found out. We're still creating. I mean, against Everton the other week. I mean, when's the last time you remember us creating that many chances against Everton?
But let's look at.
We should have walked off at half time 3 or 4 nil.
But let's look at sort of today now, right? Because obviously, let's go back to the game. Half time come, everyone was nice and confident. I said in the vlog, got to come out on top. Same energy as we do. We come out falling asleep, they'll end up scoring. What happened? 5 minutes it took. 5 minutes. We were still in the changing room.
We never come out.
They brought Ricky Lambert on. Ricky Lambert caused Ogbonna all sorts of trouble. I think he should have lugged him off and pulled Tompkins on to deal with him. I think Tompkins would have done a better job.
I don't know. I think Ogbonna done well today.
He done okay, yeah, but he was just causing them problems. It was his height, it was his strength, it was his weight.
I mean,
in
his defence, he was causing problems.
Yeah, he keeps causing.
No, I'm not saying, but Tom, I would have been more. I'm not saying
I get
had a bad
what you're
game.
saying. I get what you're saying.
He'd have been better suited to his game, sort of thing.
You wouldn't at half time.
Yeah,
whether you knew Lambert was coming, you wouldn't have changed
Would have dragging Ogbonna off dented his confidence even more because he's only just come back. And I thought he played all right
I
today.
thought he played all right.
He's the sort of player he likes to get the ball down, doesn't he?
To me,
he holds on to it a bit too long sometimes and gets your heart.
He's what we need.
Going,
And he wants, for a centre half, he wants the ball.
Yeah.
We saw in the first half. You know, there's bits where Criswell's got the ball out on the right. He goes to Jenkinson. Jenkinson's got the ball on the right. Goes to Reed. Goes to Gary. Ogbonna's screaming to give him the ball. He's open his space. He gets the ball. He likes.
He don't hide. I'm not saying no.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But you know, that's what we need. For our team to click, that's
we
what
paid a lot of money for him.
Yeah,
we need for him to be sitting on the bench and not given a chance.
The player to bring it out from the back.
And they had 2 big lumps up there today.
Rondon's a unit as well.
I didn't realise he was that big.
Yeah.
Big, so slow.
That was the thing. We dealt with him so well, and I think when they brought the 2 lumps on, you know, you're asking both centre halves then to mark a lump.
It's not like Ricky Lambert's hit a 20-yard straight into the top corner, is it?
He got well lucky.
No, it was
the left foot.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm not saying about the goal, nothing like that. Oh, what's happening? Leave it. Drop it. I'm not saying he was, but he was just getting himself in position. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ricky Lambert's a very good striker. You know, he wasn't playing for England 2-3 years ago. He was playing on merit at the time, you know what I mean? Like, and he's a very good, intelligent striker. I think we should have bought him instead of buying Jelavic, to be quite honest with you.
I see that.
But West Brom already signed him, didn't they?
Yeah, I know, but we should have been looking at sort of like.
If Ricky Lambert, what ruined him was going to Liverpool.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it was his dream move.
You know what I mean?
It didn't work out.
At the end of the day, when he looks back at that, it's, you know. But
the thing is, though, if that hadn't gone in, I think the ref probably would have given a penalty anyway because it went in off.
It was one. He just hit it, and Adrian was already committed. It was such a lucky goal. And when you think about,
as he was turning it, because I only see the replay as he was coming out the ground. And as he struck it, it's hit Reed's hand and gone in. So I don't think he'd give a penalty for that. He had his turned his back.
His hand, although his back was turned, his hand was out. It weren't like it just. His hand
was it going straight to Adrian until
it was going. It was Adrian.
But they got the rubber to green. A bit like Tottenham last week. Although Tottenham destroyed us in the end. That first goal was sort of like a ricochet there, fell to Kane. Smashed it in it, you know. It's just they're fine margins, you know what I mean. And today, the shot was going wide, you know what I mean, and it hit someone, and Adrian's really diving, and just so.
That's what happens
so
when your luck's not
annoying.
there. Your luck's not there, you know.
Yeah.
Earlier in the season, that would never have happened.
No.
Gone straight into Adrian's hands, and he'd have just rolled it out to Jenkinson, and Jenkinson would have rolled it down the right.
2-0.
But is it? And then You know,
Double barrels.
What, 5 minutes after that, he'd pulled off a save, didn't he?
Oh God, yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I mean,
Well, he made a couple of. There's one.
Adrian, I'll tell you what,
That was a
Adrian,
great save.
Adrian played. That's a top quality, world class save because that is a free header Rondon, wasn't it? I'm sure it was Rondon. He was no one within 5 yards of him. And it's free header right at the goal, middle of the goal, had everything to aim for. And Adrian, he's just come out and made himself so big.
It's like, it reminded me of Schmeichel, the way he just spread.
Spread
You know what I mean?
himself.
Like-
Yeah.
Great
Before
save.
that as well, he tipped to Lambert free kick away, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was a good save.
Going back, Maidel had a couple of good ones. When that Lanzini shot, when it swerved, and then when he could have swept in the corner and he made a very good save. They both keepers played very well today.
I think one thing we was lacking in that, especially towards the end of the game, was like something you said last week about having a leader. You got Alex Song sitting on the bench. Well, I don't know why they didn't bring him on for that last 15 minutes to just get that midfield going, because he's going to be like an engine when he comes on.
With the subs, I don't get Carroll coming on when he did.
No,
especially for I get it that he wanted to go. He went 2 up top, and we were saying last week about a plan B and changing the tactics. He went 2 up top with Carroll and Sacco, right? But I don't get the bringing Obiang off.
No, maybe Obiang is his first game back. Maybe he was
struggling with fitness.
Surely, Song's got to be fit enough to play half out.
Yeah,
you know, and then
like for like. I would like to see
I would like for like. If you're gonna bring Carroll on, then I would like to see Moses
I think
come on.
if Song would have come on today in that last 15 minutes, we would have got a winner.
Which means he can pick out.
He can pick out a pass. He can hit a ball. He would have.
Without Sacco, I think he would have.
Did you? Sorry, going a bit off subject a bit. Did you see his video on the West Ham website, Alex Song?
What, outside the training ground?
Yeah, when he was advertising Black Friday.
Yeah.
He can't speak 5 words without dancing. he was dancing at the beginning, right? And then he's like, come down to West Ham, we've got loads of good things. Did you see it? We've got scarves. Did you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
I was crying because he doesn't seem
Reminded me of you in O'Neill.
he doesn't seem to be able
Dropping a few, mate.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to say 5 words without having a little fucking boogie. I love him, Alex Song. He's such an happy man. I was saying to him as well about his dress style. It shouldn't work, should it, on anyone?
No.
I see a picture of his shoes on Instagram the other day. It was like leopard print, pink and yellow stripes, you know, polka dots, and I was thinking that shouldn't work.
They
He pulls it off.
Carries it off.
They made a big thing about his boots today, didn't they? He was having like superhero boots, and he didn't even come on.
He had the when he didn't come on.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's Alex Song, you know. He's
That's
a
it, he
good
won't
player. I think he'll play. I think he might start him at Old Trafford next week. Maybe that's why, because United away. It's going to be a tough game.
Would you drop Obiang? I wouldn't.
I think Alex Song
you
in that
can't.
midfield next week.
Maybe Alex Song is over Noble.
I don't care what you say, right?
Noble will be back, won't he?
They've just had a really good draw against Leicester, but they're not firing at all.
Of course not.
At all.
Nah, they're not the United of the past 15, 20 years we've been watching.
They're very solid.
They say it'd be safe for first football.
Oh, they're so. I'm not being horrible. We've got to have to do some stuff with the United people. They're so boring.
Well, they are.
They are such a boring team. Bastian Schweinsteiger, he might as well have a fucking Zimmer frame.
How many years have you been watching United? Have you ever heard their fans chanting attack, attack, attack? You've never heard that from a Man United team. Never in my lifetime have I heard that from a Man United team.
They're turning into George Graham's Arsenal, aren't they?
A little bit, yeah. They're like, make sure we keep the clean sheet, and we'll get one. You know what I mean?
1-0 and
that'll do it, yeah. But you know what the most annoying thing about it? They're probably going to win the bloody title like that. Nah. I'm telling you.
Wouldn't surprise me because they've just ticked along.
They're not good enough to win the title.
They're up there though.
They'll be up there. Yeah, but so are Leicester.
The thing that always worries me.
Nothing against Leicester, but they ain't going to win the Premier League.
The thing that worries me with United is just the fact that they're not scoring a lot of goals. We rock up.
Yeah, they'll get 6.
Well, that's what I said, didn't I? I said
the last time Rooney scored.
I said that on the fan cam. You can bet your life. They don't score more than one goal a game. They score 6 past us. That's just West Ham. Team ain't won for 100 years. West Ham turn up. Yeah.
Fucking ain't scored in God knows how long.
What you say? If your striker ain't scored for God knows how many games, one team you want to play.
It's West Ham. Well, Rooney typically does very well against us as well.
It's enough one, isn't it?
And
maybe that because Rooney plays that number 10 role now, doesn't he? Maybe that's why I put someone like Alex Song in there.
Yeah.
I think he's priming him for next week. Yeah. I do, honestly. I think that's was one of the reasons.
He's chomping at a bit.
The worrying thing is he's losing Sacco.
Yeah, we're talking about that. We're going to finish the game off. We had a couple more chances to win it. Nothing really that clear cut, apart from the Sacco chance.
Probably the last thing I can remember after Sacco's chance was Creswell's free kick right at the end.
He
literally the last kick of the game, and he nearly went in as well. Keeper tipped it around the post.
Another good save from mine.
Yeah, but that's about it. So listen, it's
one more thing I've got to mention. Antonio, he's real.
Yeah, he's not a myth.
No, he's not a myth. The myth is real.
Antonio's real.
That's another thing. I don't see why he hasn't played him in all the other games, but he brings him on.
Well, I was shouting for him to come on. I was shouting very loud.
Yeah.
I was shouting him, Bilic, bring on Antonio. But he didn't. He brought on Yelovich when Sacco got injured.
You weren't shouting that.
I was shouting really loud.
The thing is, I said to you, didn't I, when we saw Carroll, Yelovich and Sol warming up, I said they'll be the 3 subs he makes. And that's how it looked.
Yelovich is starting to sort of...
Until the Sacco...
That's Yelovich sub. He's sort of like the
Kevin Nolan sub.
The token sub that a manager always... It just gets on my fucking wick.
When he has come on, he's done alright.
He done alright against Spurs last week when he come on.
What the hell he done when he tried to hit that shot and his back was to go? I'll never know.
He's probably another one, Scott. He's another one who's desperate to score because he thinks if he scores, he's going to start. He can score actually, he's not going to start. Never going to start for West Ham. No, unless we're down to our bare bones.
We're getting down to the bare bones though. The injuries are racking up, mate. Coming up Christmas as well.
It's mad to think that all our strikers are fit. One of our only fully fit strikers is Andy Carroll.
Yeah, mental, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's worrying. Yeah, that's worrying in a way.
I'm worried. What's the matter? Come down on me head.
That's right. But it's a worry because of the way we set up.
It's a worry because he's going to go any minute. Let's be honest, he could go any second. It's like a fucking... It's like a volatile gas bottle, you know? You're just waiting for him to go. You're just waiting for him to...
Like you said the other week, one of them inflatable things.
The Sacco injury. I mean, because we couldn't really see what happened down
where
it was near you.
It's a thigh, isn't it?
He's gone through, the ball's got away from him a little and he's stretched and he's hit it and it's come off of Olsen and hit the side netting. But as obviously you stretch, his thigh's gone.
He called for a sub straight away, so it looks worrying. Hopefully it's a strain, a couple of weeks, maybe a week or two. Hopefully. I hope it's not a tear, because if we go without him, Pint 3 months, if he's out for a few months, they'd better start fucking getting their fucking piggy banks and shaking them when we come to
the thing is, the way the league is at the moment, we're only 2 losses away from going down to that bottom 6.
But we're only two wins.
That's what I'm saying. But if we haven't got the players to, because you go back 3 weeks ago when we had our full team, you'd think, we're top. Now it's like it looks like we're going to be scrapping, not for relegation, but
mid-table.
But
again. Is that because we were spoiled at the start of the season with them results away from us?
No, I think it's losing Dimitri Payet is massive. Like I said, for us to lose a player like him is massive.
Oh yeah, it is massive. It is massive. But today, the first half showed there is life without him. The problem is,
and there has to be.
Yeah.
There has to be. We can't go 3 months of thinking, but Payet's coming back soon.
No,
we can't do that. It's like it's Tottenham. Tottenham are on a good run at the moment. If they lose Harry Kane, they're not going to be as good. Because they haven't got another striker to come in.
Exactly. But you see, that's for me.
You look at Arsenal. They've lost a lot of their players.
A lot.
And they're struggling.
They always lose players, don't they?
But they've got about 10, 11 first teamers out. Yeah, but we're going that way at the minute. We're going that way.
It's just the way. It's the way we've been for God knows how long. We lose a couple of players and then we start struggling.
You think about Obiang's just come back, Song's just come back, Carroll's coming back. You'd have given them for another 2 months. We'd have been banging trouble.
Oh yeah,
banging trouble.
Yeah. But it's the same as you look at. Bonner's been injured. Reedy got injured.
Yeah.
You know, again,
what's causing all the injuries?
So you think if last year we would have been down playing Joey O'Brien centre half with Tompkins?
Maybe it's Joey O'Brien.
Things we've always the last few years.
How long?
4 or 5 years.
How long? We win the Davis Cup.
How long? I did actually. I checked it. We've always had long injury lists for as long as I can remember. I can't remember a season where we haven't.
Yeah, we always get that one player who's out for a long time, don't we? And unfortunately for us, it's Dimitri Payet. But that's because he is our main man, and when we play teams, they're going to target him.
We've seen Valencia for about 45 minutes this year.
Yeah, and he's another blow, but...
Like you weren't English, you'd be in England squad playing 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But
not playing for West Ham.
No, yeah, of course.
We're playing for Havant and Waterlooville. Yeah, we've definitely seen it.
But it is, you know, it's just. But why we keep getting injuries? That's the thing that annoys me. Why are our
Something to do with the training ground? But I went over to training ground. Training ground looks very nice.
No, I don't know. I think it's just the Payet one was obviously
obviously it's an impact injury. Yeah,
but
Valencia was an impact one as well.
Yeah, that was an impact. Yeah, you are right there. But it's over the last 3 or 4 years. Look at the amount of players torn hamstrings or tore fires, and think, you know.
When you go back to the old days, right? And I'm not saying the old days like the 60s, but even when you go back to the early 90s, players weren't really that injured because they never used to train as hard. And maybe that's because they're putting so much stress on their bodies because they're non-stop training. You know, you look at players.
Does it not? Well, the thing is, they train as hard in the week as they play in a game. They have to. Like,
no, but you know what I'm saying is, you look at players now, they're athletes, they're ripped. You go back to the late 90s when you had players like John Hartson, say for instance, and Neil Ruddock, and then even Ian Wright, he wasn't ripped, was he? And players like that, you know.
You have something to say about that.
He wasn't ripped like Ronaldo, was he?
No.
You know what I mean? Players now, every player now has probably got a six-pack. You know what I mean?
Players are they're like a coiled spring.
Yeah,
like they're so fit.
Because now it's their diets are different, their training's different. They train a lot longer. You know, back when we used to go to Chadwell's training ground, they used to turn up at 10. They'd be back in their cars at 11:30, going home. You know what I mean? That's how it was.
The thing is, when you look at a physique of a footballer, now you're looking at a physique of a boxer.
Yeah, and to that Antonio, I see him take his shirt off. I sort of pull my coat back over me.
a bit intimidating.
No, but that's how it is. Maybe that might be a thing. They're putting so much pressure on their bodies
too much
instead of just like.
The thing is, like when you look back,
muscle bound.
But then
the thing is, nowadays footballers are athletes. Playing football.
I think football players these days should go to work 9 to 5, turn up on a Saturday, get changed in the car park, and go and play.
Well, like we had to.
Yeah, like we had to, and then go home after, give their subs, and go home after, and that they won't get injured.
Get chips and sausage.
But I agree with what you're saying, right?
Chip sandwich.
With the training and the physiques and all that, but that's the same at every club. So why ain't it happening at every club?
But is it not
every club has got
when you think about
an injury,
the players that are injured for a certain minute, all right, take Pint out because that was just a bad tackle, yeah. Sacco run around for 60 minutes non-stop.
Yeah.
Is his muscles tired? Is his muscles getting tired? You know what I mean? Because he's not playing. What's the difference between nowadays and the early 90s? They played two up front in the early 90s.
And everyone was on the lash as well.
No, not so much that, but the forwards weren't working as hard as they are nowadays. Sacco is running around like a fucking headless chicken for 60 minutes. It's going to be 120 minutes of football.
Obviously, the game has moved on, and in 20 years' time, fuck knows what they look like.
But I mean, the game's quicker nowadays than it was even 15, 16 years
you saying that the amount of running that they do, then dropping it in the midfield. Look at a box-to-box midfielder, or look at a winger. They're doing twice as much running as a centre forward would.
But they're always sort of built that way, aren't they? That's why they are midfielders. You know what I mean? Like they're used to that sort of thing. Sacco, you think about this trend of one striker now, that we've come into within the last 5 years. The players that are playing now would have been brought up on two strikers.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah? And then you get to this point when the trend is now flog your fucking centre forward until he's until he drops to his knees. He's a trim within the last 5 years. So are their bodies not used to it? Are they not training the right way for it? Are they, it always seems to be the forwards. You know what I mean?
Be over. They train so hard during the week.
Yeah.
Come to a weekend. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing, but we don't know. We don't work at the training ground.
Again, also with Sacco, he ain't been back that long from injury.
Same injury. It's the same injury.
That could be it. It's just he's not.
But you're flogging him like a fucking workhorse. That's what I'm saying.
Double barrel.
It's modern football, isn't it?
Anyway,
modern football's quick.
We've got a point.
Yeah, I'm happy with the point. Well, I'm not happy with the point, but against the Pulist side, I said.
I'm happy that the losing run has come to an end. Now,
the losing run's come to an end. But now there's a 4-game
without a win.
Yeah. And then you sort of start looking at that. Although we've had 2 draws in that. But
this is what I said to you on, I think it was last week's post-match point. That the more it goes on, we lose to United next week, and then we play a Stoke team at home who are going to be just as tough.
Just
as tough. No, and you don't get 2 wins there, then people are going to start getting on Billich's back, and then let's see how
you felt in that crowd today.
There's frustration.
Oh, the crowd! I said from the first whistle to the crowd was flat.
Yeah,
there was no atmosphere over there today. I don't know whether it's a Sunday early kick-off because everyone's hungover, or it's the weather.
I said to him,
people were worried.
Very sombre.
Yeah.
After last week's thrashing, I think they think. There was more fear in the ground than optimism. You know what I mean? Where we've come off, we've had such a good season. And we lost a couple of games at the beginning, but that thrashing against Spurs sort of give us sort of the hint that you're not as good as you think you are.
The thing is, next week we're going up to Man United. We're going up to Man United next week. No, but you know what I mean. The crowd are going to be, we're starting away days. They're going to be buzzing. We're all going to get up there, sing, and all that. But we're just hoping that there's a performance there. There has to be.
Look, as long as
maybe a big win at or a good win at United would.
If a performance ensues, they're there to be got at.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Early goal.
You go back to the first half today. The first half today was the right response to how we ended last week.
Yeah. And the thing is, I can guarantee you, if we'd have gone in 2 or 3-0 up now, we'd be talking about a win now.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be sitting there talking about
2-0. All we needed is that second goal.
They wouldn't even probably scored.
I'll tell you something, if we'd got that second goal before half time, we'd be sitting here now talking about 3 or 4-0.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, as long as
that's the difference.
You said about it last week. Yeah. But as long as I've been following West Ham, we've always got one result in a season where someone else spanks us. Right, and I know we're going through a little patch at the minute, but it's not the worst patch.
No.
I'd rather go through it now than at the business end.
No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that this honeymoon period with the new manager, the new style of football, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
listen, I'm sure,
but I can feel the sort of fickle fans amongst them starting to sort of pipe up a little bit.
Yeah. Like the ones that are turning on Carroll saying he don't win an header when I think he only lost 2 in the entire time.
I'm sure
they only see what they want to see.
Either Leicester, Ranieri, the wheels are going to come off there. They might lose 3 or 4. It happens in football. I'd rather be in our position now than an Aston Villa or a Newcastle.
They're doing all right.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, right, the main aim of this season is to finish as high up league as possible and stay in that Premiership. That's it.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying there, Scott, but we're West Ham. We shouldn't have to worry about staying up anymore. We should be aiming. We shouldn't even be thinking about going down. We should be thinking about top 8.
Yeah,
at least.
That's it. But that's the main aim. We stay in the Premiership.
Any sort of progression.
But that's Chelsea's. That's Chelsea's aim. That's Man City's aim. Everyone's wants to stay in the Premiership. Yeah, we shouldn't have them faults.
No, but
we've gone past them days.
We're going to that stadium next year, and the big thing is you can't go.
But we could go into that stadium in the first year and get relegated. What's the difference?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the thing. There's a lot of pressure.
We're probably going to get relegated a few times in that 100-year lease. Okay. We'll probably go down 2 or 3 times in 100 years.
I think we'll stick.
It all depends what happens, doesn't it? It all depends what happens player-wise, investment-wise, and you can't predict the future. Obviously, you can't predict this season. Chelsea could go down this season quite easily.
Oh yeah, that's it.
They're not picking up points at the minute. They was champions last year, so you can't predict.
And the thing is with Chelsea as well, they drew today. Good point at Tottenham, but they're going into a Christmas period now, and they're 6th or 7th from bottom. The thing is, I don't think they will go down.
But Christmas period,
they don't get the results. They go into January. You know, it's not that long to go.
Abramovich would get out of fucking. He'll go like that. You want to buy?
He can't
get out of wallet about that side.
He can't do that though, can he? They're not allowed to do that no more.
Of course they can.
No, they're not.
As long as they're spending within their means.
They will spend. He will spend what the fuck he wants to spend.
No, but they can't go out and buy a £50 million striker.
Why not?
Because they can't do it now with this fair play rule.
Of course they can.
Yeah, well, if they've got the money,
Man City have done it. Man City did it, right? They done it the first season when they said all this fair play rule come in, right? They went out. Man City have already spent £100 million on 2 players, right? They come out. They went and bought who the fuck they wanted. There was £200 million past the fair play thing. What did UEFA do? 2 players off of your Champions League squad.
You can only have a 21-man squad going into Champions.
Chelsea ain't going to be worried about that. Chelsea will splash the cash and they'll just face the consequences at the end. It'll be a financial. It'll be a financial fine, and it'll be something like 2 players off of your Champions League squad next time you get in it, and they go, yeah, that's fine because we just spent 400 million and we stayed in the league.
And we're probably going to win the league next year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I won't worry too much. That all that nonsense is just a money making thing for UEFA. A money making thing. Clubs will spend what they want to spend. Yeah, it's a little rule inside to stop the likes of Leeds happening again. That sort of thing.
Yeah, that's it's all put in place.
People just to.
Yeah, but then if Chelsea go down, they will be a Leeds.
Of course they will. Of course they will.
Can you imagine that?
I don't think Chelsea.
No, of course they're not going to go down. I mean, fucking hell, you look at Aston Villa and Newcastle.
You never know.
There's only one place left, and they're not. But
to be fair, better team, good teams do go down. You know, look at the team we went down with. That team should never have got relegated.
Yeah, of course.
It does that. I can't see
if the cogs are not moving in unison, you know, Hazard looks out of sorts. He does not want to be there. It doesn't look like he wants to be there.
He's trying to engineer a move away.
Of course he is. Of course he is. He's a greedy, no good bastard.
Well, the rumours are that he's because he's shagging Mourinho's daughter. That's why he's been phased out.
There was a Zaha rumour at Man United, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thinking she was shagging Moyes' daughter.
Yeah.
I'll take it as a, you know, we need.
But there was also rumours that he was shagging the club doctor, and that's
rumours.
Yes, you can't really say. But Hazard does not want to be there. He doesn't want to fight for it. He doesn't want to. You know, now he's all very good when they're going out there winning titles, and he's looking glamorous and he's looking handsome with a nice haircut. And he's gliding past people, scoring a goal. They're in a fight now. He don't want to know. Look at him. He don't want to know. You know what I mean? And that's like a lot of their players. A lot of their players not standing up. The thing is, they've got players like John Terry that was dragging them through. He can't do that anymore. He ain't got the legs. He ain't got the. He ain't the same player he was. And now you're relying on players like Ramirez and Hazard and Costa. Look at Costa this season to last season. We're in a fight now. Wants to punch and kick everyone. You know what I mean? Because he don't want to play for Chelsea.
But then give us 5 or 6 other games without winning. We'll be in a relegation fight. Let's see players like Lanzini, Zarate, and all them. See if they step up and battle. It's the same.
Of course it's the same. Of course it's the same.
That is it. But I think we've got that still there that we could fight.
They've had sort of like in the past, Chelsea. They've had someone like Drogba who. You know, he loved playing for the club. You know, you couldn't say he didn't love playing for the club. I'm sure the wages done.
I'm sure that was.
Yeah, I'm sure it helped a little bit. But you had players like Lampard and Terry, you know, and players like that actually wanted to play for the club. Chelsea have not got the players to stand up no more.
No.
You know what I mean? They've bought so many sort of like hugely imported foreigners that nobody really knows what it's like to play for Chelsea. And the same as you, right? If we got into a relegation fight, the first person I'd expect to go missing is Zarate.
Yeah, cool.
He would be the first person I'd expect to go missing. Yeah. He wouldn't want to turn up. The same as he did at QPR last year. Didn't even want to turn up for training, let alone turn up for games. You know what I mean? All players have got them. You've just got to make sure you've got the core. The right reason why I think we'd be okay is because we've got players like Carroll, who knows what it is.
Noble,
Reed.
Yeah.
Tompkins.
When you look at, you've got them players. Creswell. Yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah.
because them players a couple of seasons ago were in a relegation fight.
That's what I'm saying. We've got to still out.
We're not anywhere near a relegation fight at the minute. We don't need
No, we won't talk about that. I'm talking about Chelsea. We're just talking about.
But we're just saying it's
Double barrel.
it's if it happens, we've got players that deal with it. But
Anyway,
we're fine.
Hey, look, I say I know we haven't won a few, but we're doing all right, you know.
We're 8th in the league. I do believe. I haven't checked the table, but 8th in the league, I'll take that.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Well, halfway to safety.
Like I said, if we'd come out the second half the way we played the first half, we wouldn't be sitting here talking and worrying about things, because we'd be back up to 6, you know, thinking, right, roll on Man United next week, get us back up to 5th.
I'm still looking forward to United. I still think we can go out there and get a positive result. I think we can even win up there.
And the other positives as well is we've got 22 points. We ain't got to go to Liverpool. We ain't got to go to City. We ain't got to go to Arsenal.
Nope.
You know what I mean? We've got sort of the teams around us, you know, and we can. It's a chance to dig yourself out of the hole. After United, you know what I mean? We've got people like Villa coming up.
I still think we're confident enough to finish 8th.
Yeah,
of course. I'd love to
8th or above.
The thing for me today is that our problem has been against the so-called lesser teams. Right, we've struggled to break them down. We broke West Brom down all the way through the game. All right, we didn't play that well in the second half, but we still created chances, and that's something we haven't. We look at the other home games against the lower team. We didn't do that, you know, and now we're doing it. That's the important thing. But no, it's not an easy game. But like we said, you look at the Man Uniteds, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, and all that. You don't expect to get a result there. You play against West Brom, Sunderland, that's where you expect to get results. And people have criticised the way we've played because we haven't then gone there and broke teams down. We haven't gone there like Sunderland. You know, and today we done that. Everton we done it.
They'll scrap, you know, them teams down there, they'll scrap and make life difficult.
But we're not down there, we're not going to be down there.
No, but I'm saying...
Let's not talk about being down there.
It's like you're saying, we should go tennis match, break them down, but they're scrapping.
Yeah.
They're fine, they're making life difficult.
But that's it, they're doing what we were doing under Allardyce.
Roll them over.
You know, but at the end of the day, so long as we keep breaking them down, we'll start scoring again. We'll be alright.
Brilliant. Should we leave it there then? We've got a couple of things to mention before we go. We've done 45 minutes on this dire game.
Half time.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing though, the worrying thing for me, going to Man United, is no Saka.
Yeah, that worries me.
That's
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. It might not be as
look
bad.
It doesn't
look good. That's the only thing that worries me. That's it.
He's not. He don't seem to be one to rush back either, Sacco. You know what I mean? He's not.
I wouldn't want it to rush back. I don't want to lose him again.
I don't think they lose money for sick pay. Like that. I don't turn up.
No, they're not on
statutory.
And it say Kieran Dyer on statutory sick pay. Jesus, that would have saved us a lot of money.
That's why he's on I'm a Celebrity.
It's the longest he's been on TV, isn't it? Without getting injured. And he's
Look.
He's having a social breakdown.
Don't slag him off. He's given all his money to a stillborn charity.
Yeah.
I totally agree, mate. I ain't got
No respect for that.
He was a good player, just unfortunate injury. He was a good player. He was a good player.
Right back for Ipswich, mate. He was mustard then.
But I remember another player playing for West Ham getting injured and tore up his contract.
What's that?
Was it Tarico?
Yeah.
Yeah. Played one game, got a serious injury, tore up his contract.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is it. One game.
Yeah, but what's
Dyer
the
was here for
difference?
4 years.
Exactly, 4 years.
Yeah.
How many games you play in 4 years?
Yeah, but we can say the same about Andy Carroll. Like, players don't intentionally get injured, do they?
Of course they
got a
don't.
broken leg.
But what do you want him to do? If you were sick, would you not turn? Would you rip up your work contract?
Of course not.
Exactly. So
don't say
go
that,
to
bro.
bed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's exactly the same thing though. What you got to understand about West Ham is when West Ham bought Kieran Dyer, it wasn't a new thing that he was getting injured every week.
No.
It was injured every week for about 5 years while he was at Newcastle.
We signed.
Like, if you can keep him fit, what he can give you.
We signed Freddie Lundberg and he passed a medical with a cracked rib.
I know, that's true.
Yeah, and they didn't.
Cracked hip.
And they didn't realised it had a cracked tip until he fucked off to the MLS
And they picked
it up straight away. Went, you got a cracked tip, you know? He went, I wondered why I wasn't that good. And he got him back fit again. And he was playing mustard again. Oh, let's go. Let's leave it there.
A corpse could fucking pass a medical. Double barrel.
We've got other things to mention, Ryan. You got something to mention about some t-shirts?
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, we're gonna. What? Yeah, no, we're gonna get a t-shirt range out, aren't we? Mm-hmm. We met up with some people, gonna do some prints for us. So yeah, we're gonna try to wear some at Old Trafford next week, model them.
Got a couple of good ones. I come up with a couple of good ones.
Yeah, no, we've got some good ideas there.
We're still in the process of designing some. So we've got some simple ones.
Once we get a few out there, then people can buy them if they want them.
Yeah, we're going to set up an online store so you can go on our website and check out that. We are starting to share our content now with a few websites. Biggest one, obviously, KUMB.com.
Yeah.
We've got our own little section on KUMB.com.
It's mad.
See my face on there?
It's mad because I've been going on that website for I remember being at school and going on the internet there and going on it, and it is my
it's the go-to place for West Ham.
First. And you know, because I always read the forums and everything, but I love the thing they do on the site as well on this day, and it shows you what happened on this day 9 years ago, 6 years ago, and to be part of it now. It's mental. It's like I said, like you said, like you click on it and there's my big boat on there going like that. Yes, mate.
Got our own little section over it.
Thanks to Graham, man.
Thanks to Graham and the team, and they bring out podcasts every week, so give that a listen as well, because that is a fantastic award-nominated podcast. I'll listen to it.
Award-winning.
Yeah, award-winning forum. So get on there, get on the forums. And I'm very, very pleased and very, very proud to be part of the KUMB.com.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, same here.
Very brilliant.
Anything else?
Graham, you got anything to say?
Not really, no.
No? Scott, you got anything to say?
Not like you.
Double barrel.
Anything to say?
No.
You leave it there then?
Yes, leave it there.
Thanks very much for watching this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. We'll be back next week for the Man United game. Visit us on our website, www.westhamfan.tv. Follow us on Twitter at westhamfantv, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, Instagram, West Ham Fan TV, Periscope, West Ham Fan, anywhere you want to go, we're on there, West Ham Fan TV. Go and follow us on everything. Thanks very much. And one thing left to
say that.
Go on. Yes. Yeah. Right. Before we do so,
We're not going. We've got a bonus.
He's got to do it all.
Scott and Graham. Stop arguing. Let me explain to everyone what we're doing, right? Scott and Graham.
Can we get another beer ready?
Do a weekly show on our channel, and they predict scoreline. And I promise people a challenge, and they've both lost one.
Yeah.
And they haven't done their challenges, right? So we're going to stop them from pissballing about now, and we're going to make them do their challenges right here. So you've got to do the same thing.
I get tables.
This is.
Cool, great. You've got a good view here, mate, haven't you?
This is from the Rib Man. This is the new.
You know what, right? This is the new hottest sauce from the Rib Man. I do not even know what it's called. It's so hot I ain't got a label.
Nuclear.
It is nuclear. He told me today that it's got 3 of the hottest chilies in the world embedded in the sauce. And these two are going to eat a spoonful of it.
I've already tried a bit.
I rub my finger around the.
It smells like I
rub my finger around the rim.
Oh yeah!
Really? And then I tried some of the sauce. Hey! And I just licked it, and it was ridiculously hot.
Right, boys.
So, boys, the winner of the challenge is the one who can hold it in their mouth the longest. Go.
We just got to hold it in. Or
Hold it in. No, hold it in, and then you've got to swallow it. Yeah, you can't spit it out.
Take it away.
No, do we have to hold it in for like 10 seconds and then swallow it?
No, as long as you want it. Ready? 3,
Go, just go.
2, 1, go. Look at his fucking face.
Alright, swallow it. Swallow it. All right.
Yeah, it's alright, yeah.
Yeah, bollocks, that's fucking hurting. Alright?
Fucking up.
My face feels a bit warm.
To be fair, I think I preferred it when I was holding it in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt on the way out.
You better put some toilet roll in the freezer.
My fucking face is burning.
He's sweating it up.
He's got a bit.
That's fucking up.
Alright, we'll leave it there then.
Fucking hurts to breathe.
I can't feel my lips. Fucking burning.
You alright?
Yeah,
I'm alright, yeah.
I drink until he drinks, so.
Well,
I'll let you finish it up. One thing left to say.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Bilic went for it, to be fair.
Yeah, that's the difference with Bilic and Big Sam. You know, Big Sam would have chucked on Joey O'Brien and probably George McCartney or someone like that, you know. But
Finished off with 8 strikers on.
but first half, I mean, we looked really lively. We was all over West Brom. We should have been 2, maybe 3 up.